Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. I am Hussein Badini. I'm half German, half Egyptian, living in Berlin, Germany. I work as a psychologist. Today, I want to talk about the case of the little girl مريم from Koblenz. I think it is quite obvious, and everybody noticed, that there is something strange concerning this case or the case process. Conspiracies by the police prosecutor and press who do not want to speak about the child rape. In my opinion, something is wrong here, and a lot of things went wrong since the beginning. The rape took place on the 10th of September, and on the same day, the mother, who soon realized what happened to her daughter, went to the police and made a report. Then, she went to the pediatrician, who confirmed that her daughter had been raped. Of course, it is weird that the pediatrician didn't document it in writing, whatever the reason is. The mother then went to the police again, who recorded the report 6 days later. So, why does the police take action 6 days after the rape happened? The police replied by saying that they couldn't find an interpreter until then. Are you kidding me? We're not stupid. I worked in lots of institutions dealing with refugees. If I needed an interpreter, it was only one call away, and I got one on the same day. And the problem here is that the police took action 6 days after the girl had been raped. Now, the question is, what did the police intend by doing this? Did they wait for the wounds to be healed? Maybe. Then, stupidly, 8 days later, after the child was raped, the kindergarten was examined by the police, where they found out that the room the girl مريم had described didn't exist. That really pisses me off. I feel like we can't rely on the police or the prosecution. The police and the prosecution made a plot to protect the child rapist who produces child pornography, even if it damages their reputation and if they lose people's trust. Ironically, the case was closed due to a lack of sufficient evidence. The prosecution also said that during the forensic examination of the girl, which also took place 8 days after the incident, they discovered a small amount of male DNA evidence in her vagina. And apparently, this small amount of evidence is not enough to analyze. How come this small amount of male DNA can be found in a girl's vagina? How did it happen in the first place? Indeed, because the girl was raped by a man. Isn't that enough evidence? As I said before, I think what happened here happened in favor of the perpetrator, the abuser who rapes children and abuses them, and maybe produces child pornography. And the police and the prosecution are paying for it. That's my own explanation. And secondly, worse than this is the fact that the police puts a lot of pressure on the family of مريم to intimidate them and to keep them silent about the incident so that they won't complain anymore or seek for help. Otherwise, the family will be deported from Germany. The police in Koblenz threatens the family to either remain silent about the rape case or they will be deported. Great. Now, is that our police in Germany? No, not at all. Does it match the profile of the police and the prosecution we know? From my experiences, no, not at all. I had lots of incidents where I was part of the conflict and where I needed lots of help, professional help, and the police helped me. In my opinion, we need to do something about this case and the poor family. The father is Egyptian and the mother is Moroccan, and both of them are in a really difficult situation where they need help. They have been threatened and pressured by the police to remain silent. Firstly, everything I said about this case is an actual fact. Everything. Without any exceptions or doubts. Secondly, this is an act of terror done by the police. Thirdly, we are talking about a child rape. If not, so please explain to us, why has the kindergarten been closed? Why? Why is it closed? I'll tell you why. Because a second report was made by a family whose child showed them a sexual related behavior. So please, that is enough. As you already know, I'm a political activist, but mostly regarding Egyptian politics and human rights abuse in Egypt. But gradually, I think that everyone here in Germany should take this case very seriously. That's why I beg everyone who is interested in this case, or who experienced something similar, or knows someone who has experienced something similar, to contact us via WhatsApp. I made a WhatsApp group and would like to contact someone who knows the family or is related to the family of Koblenz, because I cannot reach out to them at all. And be sure, if we keep our eyes closed and keep ignoring this case and do nothing about it, then it will keep happening. It is about our children, and not only about مريم. It's about society. If the police succeeds in doing this and keeping everyone silent, then they will succeed like a mafia did. And no one, and I mean no one, can stop them anymore. So, my name is Hussein Badini from Berlin. My phone number is 0174 3207 307. I'm looking forward to anyone contacting me, regardless whether it is the press, people who have experienced something similar, or the police itself, who might want to help us. Thank you and good day.